Hi there, I'm Nat Ryan, and welcome to the Dietary Restriction Kitchen. Today in the kitchen, I'm going to be showing you how to make a version of a classic recipe for the summertime that's great at barbecues and all that kind of stuff, and it's called potato salad. But in our case, we're going to make it potato-free potato salad for all those people like myself who can't tolerate potatoes or any other kinds of nightshades. And what we're going to use instead of potatoes is, sweet potatoes. Now, sweet potatoes might seem like, hey, wait a minute, that's just another kind of potato, right? Actually, sweet potatoes are from a completely different class of plants. They're from the morning glory family. And potatoes, true potatoes, are from the nightshade family. So it is completely different. So if you can't eat potatoes like me, you may be able to eat sweet potatoes. So that's what we're going to make our potato-free potato salad out of. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to start with, of course, is a sweet potato. And I've got like a medium size here. Mine's a little bit of a chubby one. Sometimes you get the longer, skinnier ones. And I like to peel it out with a vegetable peeler. You can use a paring knife, but I really like to use a vegetable peeler because then I don't get too much of the potato with it. Once you've done that, you're going to want to wash it and dry it, and now we're going to cut it up. So I always like to cut a bit off the bottom here. Ooh, she's a toughie. They usually are pretty tough, and then I kind of set it on its end, and if it's a big chubby one like this, and then I'm going to put it into as close to bite size as possible. Now, you don't have to worry about it too much because we're going to make sure they're bite-sized pieces after they're cooked, but just get them as close to bite-size as you can. So after they're cooked, if you find they're a little big, you can always cut them again, right? You can always kind of cut them in half again. So I just like to get, as close as I can to the size I need. Be careful of your fingers. Yeah, there we go. So I'm trying to get them all cut up. All right. So then what we're going to do is put them in a pot, and I like to use a big pot for that, with a wide base, and cover them with some cool water. And we're going to put some salt in the water as well. And we're going to give that a boil on the stove. And what we want to do is for about 3 to 4 minutes once the water is boiling. And we want it to be just fork tender like that. Get your fork in without using too much force, but they don't fall apart. Then you're going to drain them and rinse them under cold water. And then what I like to do is I like to spread them out on a platter, some plates with some paper towel, and that will soak up the rest of the liquid that's in there, and I let them cool right on that. And then what I do is I'm going to put them in a container. Now, some of the bigger pieces I found they're a little big, so I'll take a paring knife now and just chop these in half. The little pieces that I find are just, not quite bite-sized, they're a bit big. So I've got quite a few like that. So here we go. And so once they're cooled off, like room temperature cool, not hot to the hands, then we're going to put them in the container with a lid, and we'll put those in the fridge. So get them and then let them cool in there for a good while. We want them to be nice and cool. Then we'll take that back out, put it in a bowl. Then we're going to have about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, about a teaspoon of prepared horseradish sauce. Now that horseradish, if you are dairy-free like me, make sure that the horseradish that you use is not a creamed horseradish, because a lot of the time those ones will have milk ingredients in it. So read your labels. And then I take a radish and chop it up really fine, quite fine, and put that in. You could even use 2 radishes if you like. And then I use about a tablespoon of fresh dill and chop that up. And I mix that all up together. And there we have it. And then you can put a little bit of salt. Well, there's my pepper first. So pepper first, a little bit of sea salt. I've got it in the shaker. It's a kind of a weird looking thing, and there you have it. And then, to your taste for the salt and pepper, of course. And there we go. So once you're done, you have this delicious potato-free potato salad that has a little bit of zest to it, a little bit of zing, and you're not going to miss the real potato salad when you have this. And it's also very versatile. I never added egg to this because egg is a little bit of a sensitivity too, a mild sensitivity. But you could add like a hard-boiled egg into this. You could add other vegetables in if you wanted to as well. So it's very versatile. And I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for watching the Dietary Restriction Kitchen. See you next time.